Dan Levy, Senior VP of Marketing and Research for Zoom Media and Marketing. Zoom has a number of different networks, but primarily we're the world's largest operator of place-based video networks and health clubs. We have about 2,000 health clubs and gyms in the United States and thousands more in Canada, the UK, Germany, Australia, all over the world. In addition to our health club business, we also operate a large network in bars and nightlife venues. And then we have a whole other side of our business, which is static billboards, indoor billboards, and experiential marketing, stuff like that. I think some of the challenges we're facing today are no different than the challenges we were facing last year and the year before, which is finding the financial model. The ability to install screens, the hardware, the software solutions. There's so many solutions around the trade show floor. That's fantastic. The question becomes, how do you make money off of it? And what we're trying to do as an industry is not only build out the growth of the networks, but more importantly, get the adoption of the advertisers. We have an ad model. A lot of the networks that are present at DSE don't necessarily have an advertising component to them. For us, it is about delivering a consumer audience that someone wants to paid advertise in front of. And that's the biggest challenge, is getting adoption and getting the advertising agencies and the clients to see the value of running their advertising in a location where you can deliver a very high value customer who's hard to reach on television, things like that. The agencies have been great. The adoption is happening. Obviously, we're a network operator, so it's happening slower than we'd like. But it's any new medium goes through the same kind of process where there's a build out to get to a point of scale where advertisers then say, I need to pay attention to that. I think we're at that point now where the scale is there. What's happening is so many of the network operators are now learning, here's how you work with an advertiser. So there continue to be networks, for example, that don't quite understand, why do you need to measure your audience? Well, because if you don't measure your audience, no one's going to buy advertising on your network, right? So I think we're getting past those fundamental issues, and now we're at the point where we just need to get the advertisers on board, more research, more examples of how it works, more creative solutions, and then get them to see that this is a viable medium. And we are definitely seeing that. The revenue that we're seeing this year is light years ahead of where we were when we spoke 2 years ago, and the overall industry is growing at a really fast pace. So it's going well, just not as fast as we'd like. So I did 2 sessions. Yesterday we had a full day session on the advertising side of the business. It was the Digital Media Summit. It was organized with the DPAA, the Digital Place-Based Advertising Association. So I moderated a panel yesterday about creative. The idea being there's lots of creative opportunities here, but how does a network operator engage advertising creatives and get them to see those opportunities? So it was a really fun session. And then this morning I moderated a panel on content. So how does a new network figure out what's the right content to run on their network, and then how do you source that content? What are the issues related to that? Honestly, I know it's not the answer that you want, but there isn't anything really that I have to see here. I come to DSE for a couple of reasons. It's a fantastic networking opportunity, obviously, and to be able to connect with not only other network operators, but the hardware and software providers. The sessions that we do, I'm very active with the advisory board, so it's really good for me to have the opportunity to be in front of people and hear what other people are saying. As far as the trade show goes, I like walking the floor just to see what's happening. New technologies, interactive technologies, new screen technologies. There's a need to get more of the advertising side involved with DSE and the broader business of place-based media and digital signage. The more people we can bring out for the Digital Media Summit, the better. What I like is there certainly were people who were in the audience who I'd never seen before at any of these events, so that's good. We just need to continue to get more and more engagement from the advertising side, get more people here, get them to see that it's worth taking the trip out to Vegas to experience this directly and to be a part of this, as opposed to just sitting in New York or LA or Chicago where a lot of the media is based and thinking that it's happening there. The reality is there's a lot going on here. I was just walking the floor with a friend of mine who runs the out-of-home department at a major agency, and she and one of her colleagues are here just to see what's happening, to make sure that they're aware of things so that they can educate their colleagues and their clients about what's happening as far as digital signage, innovations in technology. I'd like to see more of that happen. I'm Dan Levy. I'm here at Digital Signage Expo. Sign up, sign on, it's all here.